Kia ora. Alright, a new project, I guess I would say. Working on Blood Rage. For a really brief update on the giant Cthulhu, I actually have some green stuff and some tools. It's terrible cameraing, sorry about that. To begin the process, I've never done green stuff molding before, so I'm going to do some research before I truly get into it. But in the meantime, I wanted to pull up a game that was the first game that I had minis of, and I'm now deciding to paint this, which is Blood Rage. This is the Wolf clan. It's the first clan that I've started on. Let me just separate everything out of the way, just so we can just focus on a couple of characters. Now, I've tried to keep it semi-true to the art style, although I wanted to make sure that the red colour of the Wolf clan is showing here. So I don't even know what these guys are called. These are warriors, right? It's been so long since I played the game, but I am feeling like playing it. So how did I do this? So firstly, when I go to the wolf cloak, this was a mixture of a speed paint of greystone grey and ruddy fur, and then dry brushed on top with a grey and dry brushed again with a white to kind of give it that wolf's clothing, wolf's fur. And if you kind of pay attention to the detail, it's got brown underneath, which is kind of what the artwork was doing. But aside from that, this is mostly not speed paints. It's reds, browns, with some highlights on the side of it. And the axe in the middle is a metallic plate metal, and then dry brushed over it with a what is it? True copper, and I use this in a few places. But I like it. I'm not doing the eyes. They're too small to really be noticeable on the table. I want to consider these table ready. And then when I do the eyes, then it becomes an eyesore, and I just see it and I can't not see it. So I tend to just skip them on smaller figures like this. For the leader, you can't quite see it, so if I just move it up like that. So I just want to go point over here. So this again was silver dry brushed with that bronze, and then added gold to the teeth. Check out that grill. Come on, get into focus. The fur bits over here, it's kind of come out like a purpley color, but that was actually originally a gray, the grey and brown, and then I put some red on the top and tried to wet blend it in with wet blend speed paints, and then I dry brushed over it with grey. Somehow it's kind of come out this kind of what I look like. It looks like a purpley color, but that's all right. As for the guy, to be honest, in the artwork, this guy's robe is green, but that doesn't fit with the color scheme of the clan, so I made it red, added some shade, and then highlighted it with an orange, because the highlights are actually a dry brush orange on top of it, and typically add the details with a bit of gold here and there. I probably need to work on the wolf's head. There's probably a good opportunity for some detail there to really kind of make it stick out, but as it is, it's semi-table ready. Whoops. Alright, now then let's move over to the shield man. I had a little bit of fun with this guy. So the shield, which has got wood and then metal over the top, the shield was that typical red. Then I added some, it was actually a speed paint of slaughter red. Then I dry brushed it with a brown, and then with the gold, I applied a gold and then dry brushed again that with that bronze, and did that for the helmet as well. I think I'm quite happy with it. The rest of it is typical colouring of what I've applied, so kind of the same colours. But that's kind of the objective, right? Is that we have this kind of army, and they should be able to eat. They should be kind of pleasing to the eye from a table perspective, but also should be easy enough to identify when playing the game. So are you kind of following the same color scheme, which I'm pretty happy with. What I've realized with this game, and I'm not sure if it's going to show in these colored ones, but if I go over to, I wonder if I'll see it in others. This game in particular, some of these minis, maybe it was these minis that I was first dealing with, these mold lines are quite atrocious. Like, they are really sticking out, although now that I say that, I can't seem to find a scenario of it. But okay, even if we look there, look right there, see that? Oh damn it, did it again. See that? Like, it's everywhere. It's every single one. I don't know if you can see that there. Like, these really harsh mold lines, and they're all over the place. And I've never really wanted to go to the effort of removing mold lines, because essentially, like, they kind of disappear after you paint them, but these ones are really sticking out to me, to the point where even with this guy, you can see it on the base, the mold line on the base itself. And I think that is something that was shared with that I've heard in some other people's videos of, if you're late to purchasing a copy, the molds start to, I guess, kind of break, and then you've got these hideous mold lines, and that's what I have got here, hideous mold lines. But I've worked with what I got. I don't have any mold line removal tools yet, so I'm just gonna, I think I'm gonna leave it as it is for now. I do need to do a couple of touch-ups here and there, because when I was putting black on the bases, I accidentally dirtied some of the feet, so I'll work on those. But I'm pretty stoked. Now, one I'm really looking forward to doing are these guys. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing those guys. I've seen some pictures on BGG, and they are awesome. This guy as well. And when it comes to the biggies, I will probably, I kind of want to do them last, or I may do them as a treat. You know what I mean? Because we're doing, like, basically clans and armies, so I want to actually get the key player pieces down, and then work on these cool as minis from Blood Rage. Anyway, that's a brief little update. That's what I got. Peace.